Well, good morning, All Saints. As you can see, I'm here in Israel, and I'm actually at this place, which is the River Jordan, Bethany beyond the Jordan. And this is probably the place where Jesus was actually baptized. How do we know that? Well, we know it because the just over the other side of the River Jordan there is the Kingdom of Jordan, and you can't see it at the moment. The River Jordan changed about in the last 2,000 years. It's changed, but actually where the river used to be 2,000 years ago, they dug up in about 1984 after the peace treaty between Jordan and Israel. They dug up a very early Christian church, and what the church it was not only an ordinary church, but it had steps down into the River Jordan. So they figured this is an important place. Why was it really important? Well, it was right by the river, but also they discovered that this particular site was featured in a very, very early map called the Madaba map, and that identified it as the place where Jesus was baptized. And what is thought is that it was the early Christians remembered where Jesus was baptized, where John the Baptist did his baptisms, and it was at this very place. So it's a great place to come. As you can see, it's a little bit muddy, but the water is very clean, which is nice. Anyhow, I've come here for a particular reason, which I'll tell you about in just a moment. But as you can see, there's lots of baptisms going on. It's a really busy place. You get Catholics, you get Orthodox people, you get Pentecostals. People come and renew their baptisms here. The last time I came here with a party a couple of years ago, I think 22 people renewed their baptism. And in fact, we're coming back next year. If you want to come, you can. There's still places on our tour. About 26 of us are going out to Israel and Jordan next year, and you can come to this place and renew your baptism in the very place where Jesus was baptized. Anyhow, I've actually come to tell you about the notice, haven't I? There are three things I just wanted to mention to you. First of all, this evening we've got the Influence Tour. We've got Andy Flanagan from Christians and Politics, and he's going to be coming and spending the evening with us, 6 o'clock at All Saints. It's a special public evening praise, and he's going to be telling us how we can influence our communities for the gospel. It's going to be a really great evening. Andy's a really great guy. He's going to lead some worship. He's going to do some biblical teaching, and he's going to be interviewing Ali Patrick as well, who of course used to be the Mayor of Swanage. So that's the first thing I wanted to tell you about. The second thing I wanted to tell you about was next Sunday, and it's this, Christingle. We've got our Christingle service, which is going to be really great. We've got Rob Foster from The Wave coming along. We're going to get lots of small children and adults too. We're going to put oranges in their hands, stuck with cocktail sticks and lighted candles, and I'm sure every child is going to emerge unscathed. I hope so anyway. But it's going to be a great way of opening up Christmas, starting Christmas. So do come along. You don't need to be a child to come. You don't need to bring a child to come. But if you know a child who would love to come, it's just a magical time. One of my favourite moments of the year is everyone standing around a big circle in the darkened church and all the candles being lit. It's wonderful. So do come along to that. And then the last thing, actually, is the reason I'm here. Next Sunday morning, we've got a very special morning. At 10 o'clock, we've got breakfast at 10, and it's going to be the baptism of little Winnie Forbes. And so I thought it would be great if I came along and got some special Jordan water. And here we are. This is it. Looks a bit muddy at the moment, but trust me, Winnie, by the time we get to next Sunday, this will be nice and clean and filtered and boiled and be perfectly usable. So you are going to be baptized in water from the River Jordan, just like Jesus. Now, we're going to do the usual thing. It's going to start at 10 o'clock. The service will start about half an hour later, but we're going to start off with breakfast. So please come along for breakfast at 10 o'clock. It's going to be a really great time. Let's rejoice with Matt and with Kate and with Rupert and with Winnie and their whole family. So do come along, 10 o'clock next Sunday. So I've got another few days in Israel. Israel, I think, is a wonderful place to look around, but also a wonderful place to listen to God. So one of the things I plan to do, we're going to Jerusalem later on today, and I plan to go to the Western Wall and pray and listen to God. It's a great place to do it. Anyhow, by the time you've seen this, I'll be back in the country, and I'll see you hopefully at 6 o'clock this evening for the fantastic visit from Andy Flanagan and Christians and Politics for the Influence Tour. Until then, bye-bye.